There comes a moment, in every life, when silence asks the loudest question. What does it truly mean, to be better? Is it wealth? Is it power? Is it the illusion of success, the applause, the recognition, the fleeting moments where the world seems to nod in approval? Or is it something else? Something deeper? Something more profound? We spend our days moving, breathing, speaking. But do we truly live? Somewhere, within the depths of every soul, lies a restless whisper. A voice that asks, is this all there is? We are born into this world with nothing but a name and a beating heart. And from the moment we take our first breath, the clock begins its countdown. We are given days, hours, minutes, and within them, a choice. A choice to remain, or a choice to rise. This is the journey of becoming. A tale of transformation. The desire to be more than we are. The hunger to carve meaning from the chaos. The fire that refuses to die. But beware. The path ahead is not easy. It never has been. It never will be. Because to rise, one must first face the weight of everything that holds them down. Every morning, the world awakens. The sun rises, the wind moves, the earth breathes. And yet, we remain the same. We wake up. We move. We exist. But do we live? Somewhere in the depths of our being, there is an unease. A restlessness. A feeling that gnaws at the soul, whispering that something is missing, that something is wrong. It is the weight of stagnation. The burden of time slipping away, unnoticed. The quiet agony of waking up day after day, feeling like nothing has changed, like nothing ever will. Regret. A word we try so hard to ignore. And yet, it follows us like a shadow, creeping into the empty spaces of our lives, whispering reminders of the things we could have been, the dreams we abandoned, the risks we never took, the words we never said. We look at the world around us, at those who dared, those who fought, those who rose above their fears, and we wonder, why not me? History is filled with those who refused to remain the same. Men and women who stood at the edge of their own doubts and leaped forward. People who were once broken, lost, afraid, and yet they found a way. And so we ask ourselves, is there a way for us, too? The answer is yes. But first, you must face the prison you have built for yourself. You may not see the bars. You may not feel the weight of the chains around your wrists. But make no mistake, you are trapped. Not by walls. Not by locks. But by your own mind. Fear. Doubt. The voices that tell you that you are not enough. That you are too late. That you will fail. That you do not deserve more than what you have. But listen carefully, every prison has a key. Some find it in knowledge, in the wisdom of those who have walked this path before them. In the pages of books, in the lessons of history, in the whispers of the great minds who once stood where you now stand. Some find it in stillness, in silence, in looking inward, in peeling back the layers of pain, conditioning, and fear until they see the truth of who they are. Some find it in movement, in action, in waking up one morning and deciding, enough. No more. Not another day of this. And in that moment, they take the first step, no matter how small, towards something greater. The key is there. It has always been there. The question is, will you use it? The moment you decide to break free is the moment everything changes. But freedom is not the end of the journey, it is only the beginning. To be better is not a single choice, but a series of choices. A road that stretches far beyond what the eye can see, winding, uncertain, but always forward. And there are many roads that lead there. 1. The power of knowledge. Some choose the path of knowledge. The hunger to learn, to understand, to unravel the mysteries of the world and of the self. They seek wisdom in books, in conversations, in experience. They understand that the mind is a garden, what you plant in it will grow. And so they choose to plant ideas, curiosity, and endless possibilities. 2. The strength and discipline. Some choose the path of discipline. the art of doing what must be done, even when no one is watching, even when it is difficult, even when it is painful. They understand that motivation is fleeting, but discipline is what builds empires, shapes legends, and turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. 3. The healing of the soul. Some choose the path of healing because they know that no matter how strong the mind, no matter how disciplined the body, a wounded soul cannot move forward. And so they let go. They forgive. They find peace. They release the weight they have carried for too long, and in doing so, they set themselves free. 4. The art of purposeful living. And some choose the path of meaning. They dedicate their lives to something greater than themselves. To love. To passion. To a cause that sets their soul on fire. Because they know that true fulfillment is not in what we take, but in what we give. The roads are many. The paths are different. But they all lead to the same place. A better you. The journey has already begun. The only question that remains is, which road will you take? There is a difference between living and being alive. One is survival. A routine. A repetition of days that blur into nights, where moments pass unnoticed, where time is nothing more than numbers on a clock. The other is something greater. It is waking up with a reason. Moving with intention. Speaking words that carry weight. It is the art of purposeful living. But purpose is not given. It is not found in fortune, nor in fame. It is not written in the stars, nor whispered in the wind. Purpose is built. It is carved from the raw stone of our existence, shaped by the choices we make, the people we love, and the legacy we leave behind. Some find purpose in their passions, in the work that sets their soul on fire. Others find it in service, in lifting those who cannot stand, in giving where there is nothing left to take. And then there are those who discover it in love, not just in romance, but in connection, in the invisible thread that binds one heart to another, one life to the next. When we live with purpose, we no longer chase happiness. Because happiness is fleeting. It comes and goes like the tide, rising in moments of joy and vanishing in times of sorrow. But purpose is unshakable. Purpose is what remains when everything else falls away. A life without purpose is a life half-lived. But a life filled with meaning, no matter how simple, no matter how small, is a life that cannot be wasted. So ask yourself, why do you rise? Why do you move? Why do you breathe? The answer will change everything. But purpose alone is not enough. Because the moment you choose to rise, the world will push back. You will be tested, broken, torn apart by forces you cannot control. Life does not give without taking. It does not build without first breaking. There will be failure. The kind that shakes you to your core. The kind that whispers, you were never meant for this. The kind that makes you question why you even tried at all. There will be loss. People will leave. Some by choice, some by fate. And in the silence they leave behind, you will wonder if moving forward is even possible. There will be rejection. Doors that will not open. Paths that will crumble beneath your feet. Hands that once lifted you will turn away, and you will be left standing alone. But this is the test. Because the greatest transformations do not happen in comfort. They are forged in fire. In the moments when everything is against you, when your spirit is bruised, your heart is heavy, and your mind whispers, give up. And yet, you do not. You stand. You rise. Not because it is easy, not because it is painless, but because something inside you refuses to break. Every great story is written in struggle. Every legend is born from hardship. And every soul that has ever risen first had to fall. So when the storm comes, when the road turns to dust, when the weight of the world presses down on your shoulders, do not ask why it is happening to you. Ask instead what it is making of you. And then, one day, something changes. The struggle does not vanish. The weight does not disappear. But you are different. The things that once broke you, now build you. The voices that once doubted you, now fall silent. The fears that once ruled you, now bow before your strength. Because you have come to understand a truth that so many spend a lifetime trying to grasp. To be better is not a destination. It is not a place you reach, nor a prize you claim. It is a journey. A road without end. There will always be more to learn. More to grow. More to become. And that is the beauty of it. Because as long as you are moving forward, as long as you are rising, as long as you are choosing to be more than you were yesterday, you are alive. So now, you stand at the edge of everything you have known. The past behind you. The unknown ahead. And the question is no longer, can you become more? The question is, will you? The answer is yours. And now, we have reached the moment. The place where all journeys begin, and where so many end. A single choice. You can remain as you are, familiar, unchanged, safe within the walls you have built. Or, you can rise. Step forward into the unknown. Into discomfort, into struggle, into growth. Into the person you were always meant to be. It begins now. But understand this, once you make the choice to be better, truly better, the world will never look the same again. You will see possibility where others see failure. You will hear opportunity where others hear doubt. You will stand where others fall, and move forward when others stop. Because the moment you decide that you are not finished, that you are not defined by the past, that you will not be a prisoner to fear, that is the moment everything changes. The question is not whether you can. The question is, will you? And the answer is yours alone to give. Choose wisely. If this message has spoken to you, if something inside you is stirring, pushing, urging you forward, don't let it fade. Take the first step. Leave a comment, share your story, make your choice known. Because growth begins the moment you declare it. And if you seek more wisdom, more fire, more reason to rise, subscribe now. Join this journey. Because this is just the beginning. Your time is now.